So previously we were talking about um, this particular twin flame journey, and I'm putting twin flame in, in quote. Like, we don't care about labels, like I said in the first video. Okay, it's like if you are still stuck in labels, you just you're just limiting yourself, because this requires you to be completely free of any limitations or any pre judgment, whatever. You know what I mean? You have to understand that because the universe is infinite, it's constantly creating. So, anyway, so we were setting the context and also the characters, the protagonists that are also the antagonist, right? Because we all are at some point in our life, right? But it's all about perception. Everybody think that they're the protagonist. At least you should, and if you don't, well, you would the antagonist even in your own story. So it's very important to always have control of your life, right? I mean, the whole thing about life is to get you there, to get you to understand that because of free will, you choose, and if you're mindful and intentional about it, and you do it in a way that is for your higher self, this is mastery. This is the mastery that you want to see. But anyway, you can't convince everybody. So anyway, to come back to this quote twin flame, story. So now we were at I think we were at we are at a timeline where she is gathering more of her power by letting go of that distorted masculine slash fake twin flame, karmic, whatever you want to call it, honestly, right? Because that's the thing with those labels, they are going to shift until you understand that you don't need it. It's just about it's the reflections of people. Is You are the reflections of people. You are the reflections that you see, that you accept, that you allow. You are that. Do you understand? So to shift that exterior, perspective, you have to shift within you. You have to focus in yourself. You have to love on yourself. You have to, you know what I mean? You have to intentionally guide yourself where you say you want to be. So anyway, so for the second, she's aware of that. Like I said, like I reminded you about that dream that it was not really a dream. It was her sleeping, but she was like in two different worlds. And she heard God, what she considered as the voice of God, the divine, telling her word for word, we are creating a new twin flame for you. And that defied already her thought, because at that time she thinks that twin flame, you only have one twin flame. There's only one concept that she was aware about, aware of. And the most painful one is to understand, the one that she had to accept but she wanted to ignore so bad, is that not every twin flame are going to end up together. Not every contract that feels so divine, that feels so like in a soul level, right, are going to last. Is sometimes like the connection, the chemistry, the intensity of the moment is because there is a lesson behind it. Okay, there's a lesson, but and it's also a gift. And depending on where you are mentally, intellectually, and I mean in your spiritually, right, your spiritual intellect, you will not understand. So she is at that point where she's intentionally every day staying in trying to get to that divine feminine energy, because she's in the making. She's that feminine, and I'm always talking energy, guys. This is not gender stuff. Do you understand? You have to know where you stand in the story. This is a reflection of all of us. Do you understand? Of all those things that we're learning, and some people have greater purpose than the others. You understand? Everybody has a role, and it's about uncovering yours and just focusing on it. If you're true about it, if you recognize it, you don't need to be told that shit. You are it. Anyway, so she's there. She's seeking for that peace, and sacrificing a twin flame, or if you look at it really, really, this is someone who chose not to follow that divine contract there were between them. So this is on the masculine. The universe had to, let's say, show with the gifts, with like something that she could never imagine that was impossible for her. That's why for her the grief was so huge. It's because she let go of the one thing that she's been seeking all her life, which is love and understanding from someone that is you. Is you and you are them. Do you understand? And for her, the thought of like finding this concept, being awakened to this other realm of spirituality, of possibilities. Do you understand? It's huge. So when she realized that this person, the person that she loved the most, could be someone that betrayed her, this is not, like I said, gender. I'm trying to stay like focused so we don't get lost in it. So please do not get caught up into the gender. This is not that, okay? I'm talking about energy, okay? So yeah, so for her it was a big sacrifice. There was a big ask from the universe, but she trusted. When she let go of that distorted twin flame masculine, that was supposed to be a divine one, it's hard on her. Now he's defying all a perception of life again, and she's questioning everything. One minute she thought that she had everything, she knew everything, and then it's something else. So even when she heard that voice, for her it was still like let me just, I'm not saying I'm crazy, but I'm just saying I'm gonna put it on the side of my brain, and right now I'm just gonna focus on trying to get out of this grief, right? So it was a process. So I think at the first video, I was at the place where I was talking about her being open to a new love. Like she was done grieving, done talking about it, done reminiscing about this the relationship, this connection that didn't work, but she in that process, she's also having a lot of confirmations from the divine about the fact that, yeah, she having dreams about who he really is, who is this distorted masculine, and the things that they are doing. And she's at that stage, she's not even close to everything. It's worse, okay? Because I'm telling you, I'm talking about like there's not only this person, but her own people, and the people of his own people who doesn't even know you, never met you in reality, but are aware of the power of that connection, what the possibility, the higher possibilities of this connection, and they have every interest in not making this happen, right? But you also have to consider the fact that this twin flame, this distorted twin flame, really kind of chose that way. Like they were aware of a path. They were aware that this was their person. They were supposed to go there. But they say, nah, bruh, I want to dance with the devil. I want to dance with the devil, and I know this is the devil, and I want it. Basically, this is that. He is a representation of all the energy that you're going to meet along this journey. Because this twin flame is not just that. You will see little, small, short contracts, karmic contracts that you will have with people. And everything is going to be about what this twin flame is teaching you in the most painful way, which is self-love. How you, it's like highlighting how much you self-sacrifice willingly. So really, truly, you ain't got no excuse. At this moment, it's really about how much do you say you love yourself? How much do you want that peace? Do you understand? This is real. This is the power. This is the strength of the mind that is shifting your body. Even when your body is tired, is your mind is giving the spirit to your body that moves you. That spirit that doesn't want to give up. And this is what the feminine, she's remembering, and every day she's accepting, and she had to accept the worst truth, that she uncovered something that she wanted for so long, but this thing doesn't want her. And not only this thing doesn't want her, but they're doing everything in their power to make sure that you always think that they want it, but they will never come back. So you never remember who you are, your power, your influence. Do you understand? So it's huge. It's bigger. It's bigger than just, you understand? It's the influence that will be felt in every field, in every industry, in people that people never thought it's bigger. She is the feminine, she is wisdom. Do you understand? So in that moment, in that timeline where she's ready to receive that new love, like the universe owe it to her, the divine holds, they owe it to her. They have to, because she followed her purpose. She kept going. She kept doing the right decision, even when he hurt it, even when he meant leaving people behind, leaving this person behind, leaving an energy, a mindset. Do you understand? Is in every reflection of your life, every area of your life. That's why, like I said, being stuck to the labels is the problem. Being stuck in one label, in one definition, and not allowing yourself to be open to all these other perspectives and experiences. Because those perspectives are experiences, right? So, like I said, like she's willing. Her role is very important, but his role is very important too, because it's a reflection of what is going to happen when you don't when you don't go to your true north. Do you understand? And we're going to be very precise about all these different characters. You know, it will jump into also stories in families and friendships and things that you've experienced in different area, like I said, and how everything is a reflection of back to you, to what you allow. So she's now allowed to recognize that she wanted something so bad, and she made that sacrifice to let go because it is not fair to her. So that's a huge signal to the universe. You know, it's about creation, the light. It's that shadow, all these shadows that she's recognizing, identifying, accepting for what it is, letting go of, not claiming it. Is elevating her and bringing her back to who she is, who she knows she was always. So when she see that vision of this new person, like we were talking about in the last video, she knows that aspect of fate is making her act differently. You understand? Once again, she is the one who see things before everybody. She acknowledged that now she might be again ahead, but she recognized this person. She can contact this person directly. You see, now we have a new very important contract that is being, that is being in the front line because of an old one, a very important one that was not respected and that was completed by you. At the end of the day, it was still completed. Right? It was completed by free will, and that sealed the whole thing for the universe. When this person, like this distorted masculine twin flame, acknowledge willingly what was that gift, and say no, they want to go there. This is sealed. You chose with your free will, with your own understanding, with a clear understanding that you have identified what is the nature, the essence of something that has been given to you, and that will be taken from you. Because free will is a thing, and she respected her part too. So it was still from her when she said, she asked the God, the universe, the ancestors, I want you to cut that tie. Whoever this is, this twin flame, whatever it is being called, I want you to cut it. And she went through that grief. She went through that grief, that intense grief, while this person was winning. But that's the process of taking back your power, right? Step by step. So that was everybody got sealed on both sides. So now she's being aware of that contract that was always there, because this one is a contract that no matter what she does, she will meet that person. This is a fated connection, right? In your essence, the choices that you are going to make, you are going to meet this person. But where the universe has, I will say, this is a beautiful orchestration, because everybody is in play, right? You need to act upon something for something to move forward, right? And to universe to be like, okay, by doing that, they will accept a sign, a message from some, that to tell you that you are exactly where you're supposed to be. So when she saw that essence of faith, and she saw this vision of this new love, it felt even familiar. There's faith, there's past life, and honestly, we can argue about the definition of past life. But for me, it's more like everything exists in one. Do you understand? So this is more complex, but we're not gonna get there because this is not the purpose of this video. But anyway, to be back to that, she's open. She's open to that. She's aware, not open. She's yes, open in a way. She's going to learn a lot of things also in this new contract. So a new chapter, a new book, and now you have to acknowledge a new protagonist, a new antagonist, someone who comes also with their own baggages, their own experiences, their own level of wisdom. But it's a different relationship, it's a different connection. This one is what people will say a true flame. You know what I mean? Because some people go with the concept of there's a true flame and there's a false flame, you know? And like I said, you have to be open, your brain has to be open to all of it, because we don't care about the label. We don't care about the labels, okay? It is what is needed for you to learn, for you to love yourself more, or to destroy yourself even more. So now we having this new love, and like I say, there's like with this one she's going slowly because I mean, right? Obviously, the last one hurt. The last one was extremely painful. Now you're coming with more tools, more wisdom, about jumping into opening your heart and thinking that everyone is like you. Everyone is capable of loving the way you do. So yeah, she's not saying that she doesn't believe what she's seeing. Obviously, the universe showed her so many times. There's so many situations, hardships that she had. Even her, when she thinks about it, she doesn't even like remember how she got herself out of it, because there was an aspect of like the divine, of magic, because this is true. So now she's graceful, but she added like a boundary that she never added before. So she moved differently, as she should, because that was the purpose of learning what you've learned, right? And now you know that you will be able to let go of that one too if you need to, because you've done it before. So it's like you becoming like very acute and very precise about what you're manifesting for your own life. It's you after all this pain, is like you're not gonna play yourself again. I mean, that's the whole thing. And you will think, some people will go again, but anyway, it's a loop sometimes. But she's willing, and she sees this contract as different. She sees that this contract as something that she doesn't need to force. So she's really tiptoeing into this energy a little bit, and she's gonna date. She's gonna meet other little contracts, short contracts. She will be dating. She will meet energy, but not random energy. It's like there's a work between her and the universe, because she's not out there. This energy, this feminine energy, she's very isolated, but she also understands the importance of these isolations. She's uncovering a lot of truth. It's not just only romance related. It's not only related to learning more about the heart chakras and about the accountability. You understand? In the way you receive and in the way you give love. She's learning a lot of things, right? It's very mental, it's very surgical, it's very spiritual. And there's ups and downs, but she's flowing, she's catching this wave. She catch the right wave at the right time, take her lesson, take the wisdom, take the keys, and then whoop on the other one. You know what? Up on another one. She understands. She's flowing right now. But learning, like, she doesn't know everything, and that's why it's ups and down, right? But tiptoeing into this thing by dating and learning contracts, they are not random contracts, because there's this work between her and the universe. Intentional, right? She knows that when she meets someone and there's an attraction, even though she knows that this person is not her divine masculine, she consciously knows, intuitively knows that she has something, she had to learn something about it. So she will be dating, she will meet those short romance, and let me tell you, these people also, they are learning valuable lesson in their perspectives, that they were getting away with things before, but then there's going to be a moment of time where the universe is going to show you the, okay, that's enough. Like, now let me introduce you to the one, and you will not get away with this person. This person came to crush your ego. that feminine energy, that one that carry, that is about to unlock a well of wisdom that she carries. It's huge. This one, you're not gonna get away with it. So you are going to be lessons for people, other people, blah blah blah. But you in your story right now. The feminine is in her story. She understands the importance of isolation. This feminine energy understands the importance of isolation when he's being called to, when she listened to her body, right? So now she's understanding more of the role of receiving, and it's not easy when you've been in connection and relationships where you constantly give, because you can, like, you had it in you, but you had to understand the hard way that, it's not because you can that you have for certain people. You have to let them learn, value things the same way you value them, and that requires you to be selective, and it's not out of disrespect, but out of respect of yourself. You see, it's just a different shift of perspective. That's all. And we all, like, everybody's just fighting to be themselves, right? Truly. But anyway, yeah, she is allowing this to uncover her. She's meeting people. She's having new friendships that doesn't last. She's trusting new people that carry an energy that she identify easily now. So now she can get herself out of a situation. It's always a work with the universe. Is always a co-working together, It's like, okay, I don't like this. Like, show me the way. And then taking the steps. So, but more and more she's being called to look at this individual, because now she's also having dreams. But the difference is, like, even in the 5D, feels like it's uncovering slowly for her, at least in her taste. She feels like with this connection is different, because she doesn't it's like it's something in process too. It's like it's like there's something that is going on. There's something that is going on with this connection that she doesn't really understand herself. And what she's going to uncover with this one in particular, it's actually love, the frequency of true love. Like, she's going to tune into this energy in separation again. The work is going to happen in the heart, and energetically. It's going to be the spirit of her heart, the spirit of her spirit. Do you understand? The spirit of her sacral, the spirit of her roots. Everything is going back into reset. It's really like understanding Christ-like consciousness. This is the the purity. And she's going to uncover this with this very particular, connection that she carries with this new twin flame, fated relationship, connection, whatever. Lesson. This is huge. This is big. But this is felt in a way that she didn't even felt it with what she called the previous, disaster. But twin flame, whatever you want to call it, right? This intense karmic lesson, contract. And it start defying again her sense of love, what she thought was love when she discovered this twin flame, this person in her life, this energy. This is not the same. There's a calmness about it, but it's very intense. So it's also chaotic. because it's felt in every levels, every chakras. Do you understand? But it's still like you tiptoeing around it, like you're observing it in distance. And now you have to bring the perspective of this person too. You don't know what is going on, and this is her right now tiptoeing into this new contract, but she hasn't made contact, that physical contact. But like I say, she can. But it's also a scenario where she's far ahead, because she's the seer, she has the foresight. So she doesn't know where this masculine, this new divine, this new in the making divine masculine in the making is in their journey, which makes even more this story even more complex. Do you understand? We adding layers, and everything is unfolding in with years in between, and sometimes just month, but there's different breakthroughs in different timeline, different timing. So it's very interesting, right? Because we're going to switch into the perspective of that new divine masculine. I'm going to talk as his perspective, as you know what I mean. This is his story now that I'm going to talk. So we're gonna put the pause. It's just a different it's just different glasses, right? It's very visual. I'm having this, it's very visual for me, so I'm really trying to explain and articulate as much as I can. But truly, you really need to visualize what I'm trying to say. Like we're shifting the scene. Now you are that new masculine, that new divine in the making, with your own trauma, your own burdens, and whatever witchcraft and shenanigans that is happening over there, because also you carry a purpose that is extremely important, that your own people knows about, and the connections, the numerous failed connections that you've had and also the level of like the level of consciousness that you are in this timeline. Like when we talk about the feminine is high. She's kind of more aware of the power of spirituality and the occult. The distorted one, the twin flame, the distorted one, the one that we left in the past, who's still going to be in the background, but we're not going to focus on him too much. You understand? Like, it's very visual what I'm trying to like illustrate right. This person still have an influence that we're going to talk about, because you are going to realize that all your enemies and the enemies of your ex twin flame enemies, and this new contract twin flame whatever coming, enemies, they're all working together in the 5D, even if they're all aware of each other, even though they never met in the physical. Do you understand? Everybody is aware of who carry that energy of light that is so much bigger than just one person in one life. Is the influence of this energy. If this person starts sharing her knowledge, sharing a wisdom, and it's not always in a big way, in a small way. Everybody can see themselves in this story, but everybody's impact is going to be different, and it's okay. I felt like I had to say it like that. Baby, it's okay. Everybody has a role. And I'm telling you, you're going to have more fun if you identify your role and you focus on it. Because when you take control of it, imagine what you can create. Do you understand? Anyway, so yes, I almost started speaking French, but yeah. What we need to understand now is that there's a shift that is going to happen, okay? But I'm still going to acknowledge everybody, the background, the feminine that is also in the middle, and this new contract. The way we're looking at the way she's looking at herself, the way he's looking at himself, and how other people look at him, looking at himself. Do you understand? You understand this web of mirrors, right? And it's really about understanding this mechanism, so you can intentionally, willingly, purposefully, you understanding every force, every energy, all that you have. Focus on that mirror, that one that is you, that is pure, that is of your highest potential. So it's not just a twin flame story. That's why, like, I'm hoping these videos are going to reach who is intended to, because it's deeper than just that. It's deeper than just those levels. But we have glamorized it. We have glamorized this concept, you know, and there's nothing wrong about it, because all these perspectives are important anyway. You see, that's why I'm saying you need to come in this conversation, in this energy, in this whatever conversation that I'm opening, I guess, or that I'm just sharing. You have to come with that openness. There's no rules. There's no rules. There's no rules, and that's the only rule. If that makes sense. So I guess I'm gonna stop here for the part 2, because if we're going to catch and go into the divine masculine, I guess I need to channel just its energy and come forward as its energy in the next video. Because, like, keep in mind that I am going with the flow right now. I'm not writing anything. I'm not preparing. I'm just catching the wave, and I just press record. And I try to remember everything that I said previously. But I feel like I don't have to try. I don't have to. It's not hard, because it's something that we all experience. I don't make anything up. That's why it's just things that I sat with myself with, and I sat myself with, sorry, and that was it. So yeah, I think I'm gonna stop here. So I guess see you in the part 3, whenever this part 3 is coming.